Hi, this is Alexia and I am here at NASA at the Conrad Innovation Summit with one of the Conrad Innovation teams. This is GreenBacon, and this is Elizabeth, Coach Matt, and Razvan, and they're here to present their idea for a, what is it, a solar-powered, cheap solar power?
Yeah, a hybrid solar lighting system.
So tell me about GreenBacon. What is it?
Okay, I guess I can feel it. So GreenBacon is a shoot off of our school science club, which we named Bacon for Best All-Around Club of Nerds. And GreenBacon, there's a group of 4 of us, but only 2 could make it out, who decided to compete in this contest. We found it online, thought it sounded really neat, and wanted to get involved with green energy and alternative ways for to like integrate solar lighting with electrical lighting. And so that's where the name GreenBacon came from.
Best all-around club of nerds.
Yep.
Are you guys really, do people really think you're nerds, or do people think you're cool?
Well, we self-proclaimed the title first before it could be used against us, so I guess self-proclaimed nerds, yeah.
So what makes this unique, like more unique than other solar-powered alternatives out there? Like, why is it special? You told me before.
Yeah, I guess, Razvan, do you want to field it, or?
Yeah, sure. So, a big problem with green technology is that it's very expensive, and it's not cost effective as compared to traditional technologies. So we focused on we designed our product to be cost effective, and the way that we did that is that we swapped out the optical fibers with the alternatives, and we swapped out the old photocollector with the new photocollector that will be able to be used for a longer period of time, and that should make it more cost effective.
Wasn't there something about a disc?
Yeah, yeah. I guess going back big picture. So the way what our project works is it's a hybrid lighting system, which means it uses light from the outside and integrates it with electrical lighting. So I guess like our school doesn't have any windows, and so we started looking at that. I mean, it's miserable.
Sucks.
Yeah, it sucks a little bit. We don't get to see the natural light a lot, and so we started thinking about that, and then looking. I mean, everyone's having a lot of budget problems, especially public schools and just the state departments in general. So we started looking at where a lot of the costs go towards, and most of the cost to actually run a school, a huge amount of it's in energy, and within the energy cost, a lot of it goes to lighting. And most of this lighting, I mean, schools are only open during the day, so most of the lighting is being used when there's a bright sun out during the day. So we decided to kind of create an innovative take on this idea of solar hybrid lighting. So you take light from the outside, harness it using a lens, where we decided to use a Fresnel lens, which is basically what they use in a lighthouse to focus the light. And then you bring it inside, and once that light comes inside, it basically integrates with the pre-existing lighting system. So with the lamps in the classroom, and there's a controller that basically allows the amounts of light to talk to each other. So if it's a beautiful sunny day, you'll dial back the amount of electric lighting, but if it's storming outside, you have more electric lighting to compensate. So you end up with a consistent light level inside, but whenever there is sunlight from the outside, you maximize that as much as possible.
So it takes the sunlight, our readers are smart, but I'm not that smart.
Yeah.
So it takes the sunlight from the outside, mm-hmm. and it talks to a controller?
Yeah, so we have photo sensors basically. So
okay.
We're using, this is what Razvan mentioned, we're using fiber optic cables. So most people just think of fiber optics as a way to move data, but they actually just move light. So we're using a lens to focus the energy, the light itself, and then transport it inside through cables, where it interacts then with a controller. And so the controller receives this light, but then it also receives information about it through photosensors, which basically just measure the light intensity. And if that gives a low reading, if there's not a lot of light intensity, it adjusts a dimmer for the electric lighting inside, so that it compensates that you have a constant light amount in a room.
Do you have a prototype?
Yeah.
Have you tried this out?
Yeah, I guess Razvan can talk more about that, but yeah, we have a prototype that we're building.
For your school, I hope.
Yeah.
It's in our hotel room right now. Okay. So what we brought to the conference was just the light adjustment system. And the way that it works is that we used a basic stamp microcontroller, and it has a photoresistor. And when the sunlight's very bright, there's very low resistance, and I programmed the microcontroller to read. Okay, so there's a photoresistor, a capacitor, and it's in a circuit. And what I programmed the circuit to do is to read RC time, the time needed for the capacitor to discharge. And when there's lots of sunlight, the resistance is very low, so the RC time is very low. And there are 3 methods, and it measures the RC time, and then it updates the motor, and when it's too bright, it dims down till it reaches a constant light intensity, and that's how it works.
That is really cool. Are the other kids at your school like amazed?
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we're part of our science club, and so within the science club, we do a lot of different competitions and kind of are constantly coming with different ideas, different techniques. So I'm not. Yeah, our goal coming out here was to present the project, get the feedback from our panelists, see how it goes, hopefully win some money off of it, and then in the future, coming back, like when we do come back to our school, looking towards actually implementing it, because as we've talked about, we made it a lot more cost effective. Like, it's a lot cheaper to build because we're using imitation optical fibers, which are much cheaper to produce than real optical fibers, and our lenses are more durable and cheaper, and it's an easier way to collect natural sunlight. But that being said, it still does cost money to implement. So we're hoping to hopefully win an award here, but then also just kind of create some attention so that we could actually start implementing this.
TechRidge is a start. It's a start. People
Yeah.
will have Matt, when you're a teacher, you're a physics teacher.
Yeah.
When you're a teacher and you're in Virginia and you're listening to your kids pitch a project like this, how do you feel?
This is my 3rd year at the school, and I think it took me about a day and a half at the school to realize there's some amazing talent in our school. And yeah, I'm lucky that I have kids that just off the top of their heads pitch ideas like this and have the ability to program microcontrollers and develop a project like this and write how long was the proposal?
20 pages.
Crank out a 22-page.
What school is this? What is the name of the school?
It is your average public school in Central Virginia. It's
Give it a
called
shout out.
Charlottesville High School, Black Knights. Yeah. Yeah, and so to outside of, just extracurricularly, to outside of class without a grade associated with it, crank out a 22-page proposal that involves all the details of the construction and the design and the functioning of the microcontroller and the necessary optics required. It's pretty impressive that we've been able to come up with a project like this. So I'm basically just the recruiter. I pull in the talent and these guys do all the work. I think you'll see teams where basically the dad is doing the science fair project, where the school with its mentors and its team of professional scientists and funders is doing a lot of the legwork. That's not the case at Charlottesville. I sit back, and these guys are cranking out all the legwork. It's impressive.
So have you guys been to California before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
First time?
Yeah, first time.
Nice.
What do you think?
It's awesome.
Good.
And you were actually interviewing at Stanford.
Yeah, I was out here a week ago to look at Stanford. So.
But you're not going to Stanford?
Not going to Stanford, but
Sorry.
it's a great school. I love it. I love it
Where are you
here.
going instead? Stanford?
I chose Yale.
Stanford alums.
So, yeah, sorry, Stanford alums. So, yeah, I'm going to Yale in the fall. So.
Well, congratulations. I wish you good luck, and I guess we'll find out on Sunday whether you guys won.
Yeah,
Thanks very
thank
much.
you very much.